Good morning. Did you ever take those blindfolded taste tests? You ever been part of that where you're able to make a selection based on your other senses, not just what you see? I mean, sometimes they can be really fun, and other times they can be a little nerve-wracking, especially if you aren't sure you can trust the people running the test. What are they going to make me eat? What are they going to make me touch? Well, I think as difficult as it is to make that parallel, many of us often feel like the spiritual life might be something very similar. A blindfolded taste test where you're supposed to make an informed decision based on limited knowledge and limited access to your senses. And then you're supposed to choose something that's good for you. And in the case of spirituality, that's meant to last forever. We might feel unprepared and really overwhelmed at times, especially at those moments in our lives when we just don't feel like we're really moving in the best way, in the best direction, or that we're at our best. Well, Advent is here. And with Advent comes this marvelous opportunity to take the blindfold off so that our spiritual experience of God is not one that we keep our fingers crossed and hope we pick the right choice, we make the right choice. This is a time where we can learn more about the relationship that God invites us to, the one that we long for, the one that God longs for, has longed for even longer than you have been alive. Imagine that. Somebody loving you that long and waiting for this exact moment to be able to take you deeper, take you further, open up vast vistas, whole new experiences that will make your heart sing. So how do we make an informed decision? How do we take that blindfold off so that we're operating on all of our senses and open, incredibly open to what God is placing before us, asking us to choose? The first thing we do is we look at Christ. We look at Emmanuel. We look at that God in the flesh, God made man. And it is in looking at Christ and looking at the Gospels, the stories of the life of Jesus, and reading between the lines, that we begin to understand what the choices before us entail. How do I live a life connected to the Spirit of God, inspired by the Spirit of God? My ears have to be open. My eyes have to be gauging what I see and what I don't see. I need to be weighing at all times what each option will bring. Will they bring the life that I long for? And so there before us, we have, during the next few weeks, the journey of Jesus to Bethlehem, kind of a backward experience. We're reading about the Gospels, but we're also being accompanied by those who wait for the birth of Jesus. The thing that's best here to consider pondering is that as I walk, as I take this journey, am I open to what lies ahead? I don't have to know what's there. God knows. Am I willing? Am I ready to make that choice? And do I trust God enough to follow? If I have that kind of hope in my heart, and I'm ready and willing, nothing can go wrong. This Advent is going to be a rich one for you. One where Jesus walks with you, Mary walks with you, John the Baptist, Elizabeth, Joachim, Joseph. And together we find Jesus. Making informed decisions. No blindfold here.